Hi, I'm Ronak Choudhary and I'm a business major.
So in order to create a pivot table, first you must highlight all the data. Once the data is highlighted, you can go to the Insert tab and hit Pivot Table. You want to create the pivot table on a new worksheet. The first thing it's going to do is pull up data fields for you to select. So you want to put retailer, country in columns. You want to put product type in rows. And then for your sigma values, you want them to be quantity and gross margin in this instance. Now, in order to switch the quantity and gross margin to average, you need to click on that little eye in that corner and switch them both to average because we want to look at that data value. So with these numbers, we actually want to see two decimal places. So in order to do that, you got to click on the eye once again. And then when you click on the eye, you got to click on the exact right spot. Otherwise, it just doesn't come up with what you want. But see, this time it did. You got to click on number, as you'll see here, and then you make sure it's set to two decimal places. The category you also have to set to number. Now the next thing we need to do is edit the column labels so that only the countries Denmark and Mexico are showing. In order to do that, you have to hit that that drop down box by column labels, and then you just select Denmark and Mexico. Now that we want to create a graph, we have to once again highlight all the data. Then you want to hit the insert button once again and insert pivot chart. Once your pivot chart is placed, you want to move it so it's off the data values just to give it a cleaner look. And then once that is done, so now what you want to do is you want to change the type of chart to a combo, and you want to pick the second one because it creates two axes. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure you put the gross margins on the secondary axis, and you want to put the quantities on the primary axis. This is important because the gross margins are very small values. Like in fact, they're less than 1. So if they're on the same axis, they actually barely show up. So as you'll see me do for the next little things, you'll see me keep clicking Format Data Series in order to mess with the axes to get them where they belong. And then once they're all where they belong, you'll see me edit the gross margins into line charts and then the quantities into bar charts, which you do by clicking on the line associated with the data. And once you do all that, you should be good. And there you go. There's your pivot chart.